Okay, just a PSA, I'm not gonna be doing ROM hacks often, but you've put way too much faith in me if you think I can make any decently length video out of Mario Kart. To be fair, I am still talking about Mario Kart DS, but like, Mario and his friends get in cars and go fast and sometimes hit each other with shells, like that's it. If there was any type of story at all, I could see myself actually pulling off a dedicated video, but it doesn't get any more straightforward than make a Mario character drive around in circles for a bit. Not about to make you guys watch a breakdown of each track in the game. I'd also rather shoot myself in the head than have to edit that. It's a little weird going back to an older Mario Kart after playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as much as I have. I'm not sure if it's just a me thing, but controls are a little different throughout versions, and the lack of a jump boost threw me off for the first 2 races. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing inherently bad with the controls. It did take a bit getting used to them, as it feels like turns are a lot tighter. Drifting is different as well, having to put in a little more effort than I'm used to for a proper boost. I watched a couple of videos where people would snake, which uses a mini turbo boost to keep up a consistently higher speed, but I was pretty awful at it, so I just went with Speed Demon Bowser and cried my way to victory. I also don't have any fond memories of this game, as it's one of the few Mario Karts I skipped over. Actually, now that I think about it, I also never played Mario Kart 7 either. I'm pretty sure I was too busy playing Mario Kart Double Dash to really pay attention to when this version came out. Why would I want to revert back to only one driver and item when Double Dash was so good? Mario Kart 7 though, I have no explanation for. Just had other games to buy, I guess. The levels in Mario Kart DS aren't actually too memorable for the most part either. Trying to remember any of them while writing the script, the only one that popped into my head was Baby Park, because it made me realize Double Dash came out first, which is still so baffling considering the DS version honestly feels like a downgrade from the clearly top-tier GameCube game. And that's about it, really. Yeah, I could talk about mission mode, but I'm gonna be honest, I hated mission mode. It's a cool premise for sure, and the bosses are kinda neat, but I came here to race things, not do half-baked challenges and fight bosses with controls that weren't made to fight things. So putting the actual game aside, and before everyone gets on my case for not unlocking—
Waluigi!
Shut up, I'm moving on! Mario Kart Zero was the first ROM hack for the game I was shown, and it's what got me super into wanting to do this. I think my biggest thing was the different characters. They were technically just recolors, but the creativity in turning Wario into Robotnik, and using the multiplayer Shy Guy and turning him into a Fawful Guy was pretty cute. The tracks were mostly just clever recolors, like how Peach's Castle was a recolor of Luigi's Mansion. However, some of the tracks leave a bit to be desired, like in Luigi's Mansion 2, which is just a boring lap around a forest. Also, this pinball track was turned into this orange and green nightmare on the eyes, which I think is supposed to be Green Hill Zone? But I hate it, honestly. I just hate it. A few unworthy things to note is that the bananas have been turned into Epicus bananas, which are so big it's almost impossible to see in front of your character. And they take up so much space on the roads when you actually let them drop, just, oh god, this is my nightmare! Then of course everyone's favorite, when you get hit with ink instead of the usual black ink, it's troll faces. Remember the year this came out, remember the year this came out, remember the year this came out. In one of the races, I realized I was doing way too good, and noticed on my second lap that the other races were jumping over the edge over and over again. I'm not sure what causes the AI to do this, but it's not gonna be the last time you see this. It was kinda horrific to watch, as they would spawn back in just to die right off the ledge again. Just, no, guys, please, it's not worth it, no, god, no! Honestly though, the malfunctioning AI was sort of helpful, as the map was poorly built. The boost pad didn't give you enough speed to clear the right side of the gap, and instead had to hit a sweet spot on the left, or else you join everyone else in Lava Land. But hey, for a ROM hack made in 2012, it's still pretty cool. Kinda. God, why does this intro music go so hard? I'm browsing a menu, not taking down the final boss. Unfortunately, the music is probably the best thing about this hack. Sorry, these guys. First of all, the characters just aren't as interesting as the other ROM hacks provided. Mostly just basic recolors, while the other characters shown in screenshots I'm assuming you have to unlock, which in my opinion kinda defeats the purpose of a ROM hack. Basic recolors of characters and maps are kind of a snore fest. Or maybe I was just too spoiled by the final ROM hack. Back to the topic of tracks though, a majority of them didn't actually load in properly. And by properly, I mean like, at all. The name sure showed up, but preview images and the actual map stayed the exact same. And of the tracks that did load, there were way too many tracks that lasted forever. Way too long. A great example is Toad's Turnpike, where due to the AI not wanting to be off the road to pick up the items, the lack of moving car obstacles, and the horrendous length of the track turned a race into Bowser's 5-minute stroll down the highway. I actually tried 2 different versions of the ROM in hopes of getting the other tracks to properly load in, but came up empty, so this one is a pretty bad bust. Oh well. Onto... Hey, quick question. Why does it load up like this? Does that serve a purpose? I don't know at this point, man. Let's just do the thing. Infinity is apparently a clone or remaster or kiosk demo? What does that mean? For Mario Kart Zero. The character reskins are a little less interesting, aside from Robotnik, who was from the original Zero. They also keep the same item reskins. They did, however, scale down the epicest banana so you can actually see where you're going. There are also only 2 cups with just recolored tracks and slight variations from the originals. Hey, one track, however, sorry, trying not to talk about tracks too much, but like, this Neo Peach circuit or whatever sucks. Like, I'm sorry, but the super flat graphics next to the detailed characters and grass, along with this horrific it's so ear-piercing, and just listening to it gives me a headache. The entire experience is awful. Infinity is a very simplified version of Zero, but I'm really not sure which came first, mostly from Infinity's download page's use of the words demo. Also, this might just be me, but the controls actually felt different on this ROM hack than any of the others. Drifting felt stiff, and bumping into other racers felt a lot rougher and pushed you further. Again, probably just me, but still thought I should bring it up just in case I'm not crazy. A great story before we move on though. When I was racing on the pinball track, I noticed that DK, who had been rivaling me for top spot that cup, was way behind. Confused, I looked for a sprite on the map to see where he could have gone, and lo and behold, DK got stuck on the right flipper. His AI wasn't smart enough to turn left, so he kept driving right back into it. Someone please save this poor soul. Urmi Kart. A ROM hack I had never heard of, but knew immediately would be full of inside jokes I'll never understand the second I saw the vine sauce mushroom in the screenshots. Even if it was clearly made for a specific audience, can I just say how well done this ROM hack is? It's honestly the only ROM hack I actually consider going back and finishing. That's how well done it is. It's just a meme, but it's the most well-crafted meme I've seen in a very long time. Just loading up the character selection, it's already got a lot more effort put into it than any of the other ROM hacks. The only reskins being Yoshi, now Yoshi, and Bowser, now sporting his look from the new 3DS Kisake plates commercial. The rest of the cast are entirely new, like the namesake of the game Urmi, Fox, Lana, Anime, Lanky Kong, and Shrek. Okay. The tracks are also incredibly well done. If they aren't an original, they're a recreation of a previous game's track. There aren't any obvious recolors, and each track is incredibly well balanced to meet the standard race time. Except for Shrek Swamp. I hate Shrek Swamp. You know, I'm very curious as to what causes the AI issue, because this is now the 3rd story I have regarding it. But in the placeholder map, all of the AI immediately takes a sharp right when the race begins, running straight into a wall and driving directly into it for the entirety of the race. At one point, I lost where they went, only to go exploring through a shortcut and found them all stuck there trying to phase through the fence. Even in the after-race results, my character just... Each track looks like it had so much effort put into it, creating something interesting to race around in while also not creating too much distraction. Skeletor just stole my item. You know, I almost got super caught up in how good the tracks were that I forgot I was playing a Vine Sauce tribute game. Aside from the Bonsai Buddy Lakitu, the Skeletor Boo, and Racers, there's not too many Maymays. Always gotta have a troll facing, huh? Okay. Also, the giant banana in the sky. Why? Why does he judge me so? What did I do? Urmi Kart? You did good. I don't actually know how to end this video.